At Fission and Bloom, we are constantly exploring how small changes in the roasting process affect the final cup of coffee. In today's video, I am testing how the turning point temperature at the beginning of the roast influences the flavors of the brewed coffee. We will be tasting the coffee at different stages of the brew to see how those initial roasting temperatures translate into acidity, sweetness, and bitterness. For this experiment, I roasted 3 batches of coffee using the same roasting profile, except for one key variable: the turning point temperature at about 42 seconds into the roast. Here is the breakdown. Sample 1 had a turning point of 82 Celsius. Sample 2 had a turning point of 68 Celsius. Sample 3 had a turning point of 73 Celsius. Considering the differences in the 3 curves between times 0 minutes and 2 minutes, Sample 2 and 3 have similar temperatures at around 40 seconds, but Sample 3 increases to the highest temperature by 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Sample 1 has similar temperatures as Sample 2 at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but starts at a higher temperature than Sample 2 from 40 seconds. I brewed each sample using the V60 pour-over method. I used 15 grams of ground coffee and split the brew into 2 portions. The first portion, the acidic part, was collected after the first 100 milliliters of water had passed through the grounds. When tasting the acidic portion, I noticed distinct differences. Sample 1 was mellow and smooth, with a grapefruit-like flavor that was more juice-like than tart. Sample 2 was very sour and tart, with a concentrated grapefruit and lime flavor. Sample 3 had an astringent sourness with darker undertones. The second portion, which was the sweet and bitter part, was collected after an additional 100 milliliters. In the sweet and bitter portion, the differences were just as noticeable. Sample 1 was roasty and mellow, with hints of brown sugar and woodiness. Sample 2 was sweet, with notes of brown sugar and malt. Sample 3 was dark and roasty, with flavors of molasses, chocolate, and tobacco. Finally, I combined both portions of each brew into 1 cup. Sample 1 was the most balanced. Sample 2 remained very acidic, and Sample 3 had a roasty finish with a slight dryness. So what can we take away from this? Changing the turning point temperature at the start of the roast has a major impact on the coffee's flavor profile. If you are looking for acidity, balance, or deeper roasty notes, adjusting the temperature early in the roast can help you achieve the flavors you want. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more insights into the craft and science of coffee roasting.